Imagine a league built by the people, for the people. A league dedicated to the economic development of your city. So the question becomes, how good are the 32 teams that play in the minor football league? Well, there's only one way to find out. You have to experience the MFL. The MFL.
Welcome to another edition of Inside the MFL. I'm your host, Dr. Richard D. Myles Sr., Chairman, Founder, and CEO of the Minor Football League. I want everybody to understand that please get out there and vote. Do not wait. We cannot take this for granted. We don't want to take nothing for sure. We want everybody to get out and vote. If you have not voted, please get out there and vote. Do not let what this individual trying to do to this great country of ours just tear it down. We need you guys to get out there and vote. I want you guys to understand, wear your face mask. It's very important. Very important. This, as you know, this COVID-19 is spiking all over the country. We have so many young men calling in. They want to know when it's a combine. Well, what Fauci tells us is good to go out there, then we will. In all seriousness, young men, we want to make sure y'all safe as well as our staff and our loved ones. We don't want you to take anything back over home because this COVID-19 is deadly, for real. So we want to get into our show. Today we have Dr. Freeman here from the Chargers, and I want to give him a message because the chief coach said they're going to jump all over him, but I'm not going to get into that. You know, I don't want to scare Dr. Freeman. Also, we got our GM down in South Carolina. You know, he's threatening you too, so you can stay off the chief back.
That's my guy.
I want to welcome him to the show as well. How you doing today, sir?
All right, how's everything going, Dr. Myles?
I know that it's spiking all around the country. How things going? First of all, I want to say this to y'all. Let me do a wellness check. How you doing? How y'all feeling? How's the loved ones doing?
It's been a rough year for me. Had about 3 passes, and it's been pretty rough for me, but other than that, I mean, it's going pretty good. High school still, you know, we didn't have anything as far as the COVID. We got a chance to play. We followed all the protocols, and it's been good and successful for us. So that's a plus for us, but it is starting to spike up again.
Yeah, as it is all over the country. And I want to just say, Bob, I just need you to do me a favor. Keep Dr. Freeman keep threatening the Washington Chiefs. The Chiefs ain't do nothing to him, and he always constantly threatening people. We better work on, we better finagle this schedule and send y'all there first. You know what I mean?
That's my guy right there now. That's my guy. Lamar is my guy.
Y'all gotta watch out for me now. We coming.
That's right.
Oh.
He got the South Carolina Outlaws ready to go. It's not just me. Everybody's coming.
I wear a size, 10, I think.
One of these? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah,
everybody's after the ring.
Yeah, I will have one.
Everybody's after the Chiefs.
How you doing, Dr. Freeman?
I'm great. Just working hard, trying to make a difference for the Minor Football League here in Western New York. Southern Ontario, Northern Pennsylvania, even getting letters, Dr. Myles, from the Special Olympics in Ohio. They are so impressed with the Minor Football League. We sent them 2 season tickets, which will admit 8 of their people, and we're going to acknowledge them at our first game in June. So I know that the Special Olympics has always been very special for the Minor Football League and yourself, and we certainly wanted to do that on your behalf. We sent them a letter the other day.
I also wanted to tell you, Lamar didn't want me to tell you, he asked me to change the schedule around because he like to come up there and jump on you. But I told him, I said, nah, Mr. Freeman, don't do that, don't do that. But I want you to know that, you know.
Lamar, that's my guy. That's my guy. We'd love to have him. But when we get on that field, it's on now.
You know, this MFL next year, we're above each other, but you know, there's going to be some paint swap now. There's definitely going to be paint swap now.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Spirit of beautiful competition. That's what the Minor Football League is about. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. I've made some good friends and brothers. This is my brother, Lamar Ray. He knows he can call me 24/7 and we can talk about anything. But he knows when we get on that field, we got to take care of business.
At least I get a chance.
We have to.
I just think I can watch you guys.
You're like the middleman, you know. You can put on 32 hats and feel comfortable. So you are the guy. You're the CEO and founder. Yeah, he is the guy. You get to wear any hat you want.
Well, that's thanks to the good work that y'all doing in the MFL with the laboratory exchange. And also, I have to say kudos to you, Dr. Freeman. We got that letter. I don't know if you had a chance to see Lamar. He got all the politicians that signed the letter there. Up in New York, up in Rochester, county council up there signed the letter of support of the MFL, which we fully appreciate that because we are a laboratory change. And I keep telling Dr. Freeman, they're going to build a statue outside that big old stadium you got. A nice image of you out there before all this.
I'm just having too much fun. And we're very thankful to the city council members that presented us with that letter. And we're going to do what the MFL has done all over the country, make a difference in communities, take former players from the field to the front office, giving them an opportunity to become coaches, learn to be general managers. Also, a pathway to ownership, something that a lot of them won't get these opportunities. And this is one of the most important things that I think I've been a part of. And I thank you again, Dr. Richard D. Myles Sr. And I have something special for you and Lamar. I have a Rochester Chargers pin.
There you go.
For both of them.
You know what? I would take your pen.
I'm going
to take it. I'm not sure if I'm not this call I got on my foot. I'm definitely
what have we done? We have created a monster of Rochester, right?
Oh boy.
I'm sending the chancellor of Godzu. I know she's watching. I have a pin for you too.
Absolutely. I was just on the show earlier, it was a great show. Also, Dr. Freeman, so the centers up there, you have so much support up there in Rochester, and we're excited about all the things you're doing. And your day is always busy. What else you did today, more likely? Probably show or something, huh?
Well, I was on another show about an hour and a half ago on the Fox Sports affiliate in Rochester, talking about the MFL and what we look forward to doing in the community. And I want to thank them for allowing me to be on. The name of the show is What's Going On. It airs on Sunday morning. And I appreciate them giving me an opportunity to be on with them today. And I'm going to send them some pins too. Tell Kelsey and Joyce, Dr. Joyce Harris, I'll be sending them pins also. Look, and my man Mel Forbes and everybody else on these.
He's just sending pins to everybody. You know what I mean?
Oh, you know it. You've been expecting it. I'll send it to you. I'm sending them all out.
Absolutely. So what's going on down there in South Carolina? I know is it still hot down there, or is it tapering off a little bit? You mute yourself, so unmute yourself.
Gotta unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself. We can't hear you. Yeah, unmute yourself. Yeah. Okay. Now talk. Yeah. You sound like you muted. Yeah. You still muted. Can you? Yeah. You're not coming through. So it's probably still muted. You need to unmute yourself because we was hearing you good at first. And Dr. Freeman, so I mean, all the things you're doing up there until the Jim, he unmute himself. I don't know. Let me see if I can. No, you have to unmute yourself. So what are some of the other things you're doing up there, Dr. Freeman?
Well, we're just getting ready. We're finishing up our agreement to play at the Rochester Community Sports Complex.
Mhm.
And, that's just something we've been working on as we go. And we should have a good agreement in place that will be beneficial to the MFL and also beneficial to the city of Rochester. We plan on creating a festive atmosphere in which we're going to give vendors from the community an opportunity to provide concessions. We're trying to form agreements with them so we can create a festival atmosphere at our games, but also benefit the community. We've made an agreement in place with the Pop Warner Little League, in which they will provide sodas and water for the stadium, in which we'll have an agreement in place which will help them raise funds for the Pop Warner Little League. These are things that I've learned from you, sir. This is what we do in communities, and I am only a vessel to implement the roadmap that you allowed me to carry forth into Western New York, and that's what I'm trying to do each and every day. And there are always little pitfalls along the way, but we expect those and we keep it moving anyway, because the minor football league, as you have said so eloquently, we are the laboratory of change. And a lot of times people just have to get used to that. But the MFL is here. It is here to stay. We're going to make a huge difference in the Rochester community.
Absolutely. We got Mr. Lamar way back. We got our Jim. Can you hear us, sir? Can you hear us now?
Yes. Can y'all hear me now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir. We
sir.
can hear you. Tell us
Yes,
what else
sir.
is going on down here.
Okay. Well, I'm growing the franchise and growing the team. Everybody's starting to find out a little bit more about the MFL. Guys are starting to hit us up. Starting to get coaches and a lot of assistants involved, and people really starting to get on, and they're biting hard.
Yeah, I'm
So,
glad. Make sure you bite Dr. Freeman, them the Rochester Chargers.
yeah, I
Listen,
think Pat gonna be my first one. I'm gonna have to come
huh?
see him and
No,
just to
no,
send a
no,
message to
no.
everybody else.
No, I've already got my first matchup.
Okay,
My first
I see.
matchup is the Beast of the East. I'm going against the
Pat,
Washington Chiefs.
you know I'm kind of jealous. You could have made me your first one.
Yeah,
No, no.
that ain't right.
You
Uh,
know, my wife from
Dr.
up there.
Dr. Myles did
oh,
that.
really? Oh, okay. She
Yeah,
in D.C. or the suburb.
yeah. Dr. Myles did that. I didn't have a choice in the matter. He said,
Okay,
since you're so hungry for the ring, we're going to bring the ring to you.
give it to you early.
Yeah. So, you
We
know,
might want to get them some holiday festivities early.
that's right. That's right. We want to make a huge difference in Rochester, and I see no better way than having your inaugural game against the champion, the Beast from the East, the Washington Chiefs. Let's get it on. I got the flyer out and everything. Let's go. Let's do it
Oh,
now.
I seen it. I'm ready. I'm ready to watch.
Mr. Lamar Ray, Mr. Jim, you got the divisions and everything, right? You send the divisions
Yes,
out.
sir.
You got that.
I'm actually working on something too, Dr. Miles. With the Little League, they're building their field, and they kind of want me to kind of bring my team involved and kind of be the mentor of the league. And it's something we're working on.
Oh, absolutely. Because you know the MFL. all our players and dance team members have to do 100 hours of community service. We want the little kids to see
Okay.
people just like them in the community. So they can see these guys work. These are guys that's working with them throughout the year in the community. So that's kudos to you and anything that you can do to help fix that. And this should let me know because that's what we do. So we're about that. So how's everything? You know, we got a lot of now. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know, we got almost 5,000 guys that registered thus far, and a lot of them old big guys y'all got down there in South Carolina and stuff. I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to mess with the registration. You know, I'm saying it's about we got some big down in the South, man. What's going on with that? All these big guys.
Well, we feed them down here. We eat the cornbread and the grits and the cheese and the pudding and.
We can eat that too, but these guys up here, man, they get look at Dr. Free because he know he got a lot of big guys. And I look at these guys with the way they, you know, the area code and the address that they register. Ain't none of these guys, you know, everybody down the south or upstate somewhat, you know what I mean?
All of them everywhere.
Yeah, but I got DC is in the middle, you know what I mean? And we just don't have really big guys. And most of the guys that's here, if they big, you know, the schools give them, the big schools sign them. So I'm kind of jealous, you know, in a joking manner now, you know, not that I, you know, I'm looking at these guys, man, and I do want y'all to know that guys are registered and they call all the time, Mr. Lamar. They said, well, it doesn't say nowhere will you pay your registration. I said, because we're not receiving registration right now, so we know for sure that this thing is safe enough for y'all to get out there. And, you know, they're nice young men. So we understand, Dr. Myles. We just excited. You know, we're excited.
Right.
We're ready to pump those helmets. But as I say, you know, we're looking forward to it. We're going to show you a nice time when you come to the GM signing. You know, we're going to make sure. I don't know. I don't know if you're driving up. Lamar, you flying up.
Say that again.
Are you driving when it's time to come? Are you flying or you driving up to DC? For the GM meeting.
Say that again.
I said, you driving up or you going to fly up? Can you hear me?
Let me see if I can move a little bit and get a better reception.
I can hear you now. Are you driving up when we do the GM signing? Or you going to fly up?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm driving up.
Good, because we're going to
I'm a driver up.
We're going to give y'all all new uniforms. You know that, right? All the teams, but not really brand new uniforms. So, you know, we're gonna I know Dr. Freeman's going to come in. You know, we had some key players out there to welcome him. You know,
that's right. Absolutely.
But gentlemen, we definitely, I appreciate everything y'all doing in terms of building the brand and stuff. And as you know, you could always call us in the MFL whatever you need. And my only concern with is because it's spiking so much. You know, gentlemen, and I don't know. I mean, it's just spiking so much down there. But you say y'all have not had no problems thus far. Lamar, with the high school down there with the program.
I'm at my high school now. We got a game tonight. I don't know if y'all can see.
Yeah, I see you at a stadium.
Oh yeah, okay. Nice.
So I'm working on this stadium, which is my home field, and
wow, that's
we
nice.
got rivalries tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Make sure you have a place for the Chargers to come on in there and do what we got to do.
I'm gonna show you where your locker room at. You see over here?
Yes.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
That's a nice venue, sir. That's a nice venue.
I like that. That's nice.
Yeah. But
What's the
this is
temperature
what I'm
down there?
working on here.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 72 today.
That's nice.
That's all.
We
That's
got
all.
we got snowflakes, Doc.
And it's
Okay.
chilly up here. It's really
Yeah,
chilly here.
we
So
got snow today.
yeah,
Not much, you know.
absolutely. But it's nice down there.
Wow.
And so I know all the support you're getting down there, Lamar, and you're doing such a great job in the NFL. Glad to have you. What's the symbols down there? The kids know that you get ready to bring it. I know you had a chance to show the jersey around. What do you think of it? Huh?
I'll say this. I got excitement. Young guys excited.
Right?
4.45s and stuff like that.
Wow. Yeah.
Lineman 325 running 5 flat, stuff like
Ah,
that.
yeah, Dr. Freeman. Yeah.
Well, we'll be ready for you.
So all we
I've
gotta
got
do now is just play a little chess.
There you go. But I still want everybody to know, I'm quite sure we express this a lot. We do want people to get out there and vote. And I'm quite sure y'all conveying that to people because it's very important that we get out there and vote. We can't take this lightly. We don't want to take no chances. We think that we have it because we know it wasn't so the last time. If I might just take a few minutes and just expand on that a little bit, I'm quite sure that people get into the polls down there in South Carolina as well.
Yeah, you got to
And
do it.
I'm so thankful that you have us here and then given a chance to show these guys it's something more in life than what they've been looking at and going through. And just being able to be professional and disciplined is big for me to show these guys because
Yeah,
they right now we don't have anything else.
right. But I'm
So
grateful to have
it's really a blessing.
you home as well. So having you at
We
the helm,
thank you.
having you at the helm we can't ask for no better GM than someone that they head that South Carolina Outlaws team. I think y'all named six.
Absolutely.
The Outlaws. Did you tell them
Got
that?
a
Outlaws.
he's got a
Pat,
fine
we coming
organization
for
too.
you, Pat.
I want you. I like your organization. He even had me at one of his meetings. He's doing a
Yes,
great
Pat really
job,
been
and
helping.
I'm looking forward, and I'm very proud of what you're doing down there, Lamar. You're building of the brand of the MFL, and that's what Dr. Richard D. Myles Sr. Has done not only around this country, but now stretching forth into Africa. So history is
Wow.
about to be made, and we're looking forward to getting together, fraternizing, and I'm looking forward to when we do start playing the season, Dr. Myles. So those 40 young men that are on the active roster for those games, they need to meet those other 40 young men before they
Right.
play. And we begin spreading the strength of the MFL around the country. These are friendships and kinships that you never forget. You never forget playing this
Right.
great sport, but also playing it under the meaning of what the minor football league is about, giving you an opportunity to go from the field to the front office. This is a great, great opportunity for these young people. And Dr. Richard D. Myles Sr. Should be commended at all times. I think he's going to be one of the most memorable men of the 21st century for what he has showed us and given us a roadmap to not only help our communities, but help ourselves in understanding the power of generational wealth.
And, you're so kind, but more importantly, gentlemen, I
I'm
have to.
I'm still gonna get the Chiefs, though.
He always got to throw that in.
I
How
gotta
many
do
of
that.
you want? Let me
Outlaws
get them
too.
over to you if you
Got the
want.
Outlaws on one side, Chiefs on the other.
But
Uh,
so
All in
in
love.
training, I don't know. I think I seen some pictures
I
tomorrow
got
on the
pins.
down by your
I
station.
got pins for both of you.
So I'm gonna, and
I even got, hey, Dr. Miles, I got your new visor. I didn't show you that, did I?
see,
Yeah, I got visors. I
I
got
know,
visors now, Lamar.
I know tomorrow.
okay.
I know he showed you the bands, right? Did he show you the bands?
He showed
Lamar,
Hey,
did he show you? Huh?
I'm
I'm
just
right
trying.
there.
Lamar, did he show you the
Yes,
bag,
sir.
the big bag? Did he show you the bags?
Did I show you
Oh
the bag?
no. Oh yeah, I got the bag. I got the bag. I'm gonna have to catch up with you, Pat, on that one.
No.
I like that.
Well, they
Yeah.
take up a lot of space, Doc. I got to get those big bins for those bags. Those bags are no joke. They're beautiful, beautiful bags.
And I know, Coach, you getting ready for a game down there, Mr. Deere, but I want to ask you, you had an opportunity, they understand that the MFL franchises be coming in there, you know what I mean? And I
Yes,
think
sir.
that's one of the things is more testament to you and all the things that you've done to put this together down there. And we greatly appreciate it. Like I say, I can't emphasize that enough, what you're doing down there. And I know what time y'all game start down there?
We start at 7:30. The boys will be coming out at 5:30 to warm up, and
Oh,
then
okay,
we'll go back in.
right. Okay, what your team look like?
We're pretty good. We had to go fight Goliath to get in the playoffs, so we took care of Goliath, and we fair to play our rival. It's 5 miles away from us. Um, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a really good game, and we should come out on top. I think,
Yeah,
with the mindset of the guys.
right. And let those young men know that the NFL is very supportive in what they're doing, and we're excited. I'm so excited about what you're doing. We've been talking to some other people. A lot of people see things within the NFL as far as the broadcasting the game. A lot of people that the NFL that we're gonna make sure y'all know about. But we're excited right now, and like I say, man, 70 degrees. We can use that, huh,
Man,
Doctor?
woo. Man,
Pat, I meant to tell you, I even found me a guy from New York that moved here. He's a broadcaster guy. He's gonna do all our games. So I
oh,
even
yeah.
found him. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Wow.
I'll
Yeah.
probably get you to get with him.
Okay.
Okay,
So
okay, that's
All
great.
right.
But that's a nice venue you have there. Uh, I know that you get busy and we try to get you on as we can because we know that you're busy and we definitely want to get you on the radio show and stuff. We want to get all our GM on. We're excited about the young man that we brought on. He might be about 27, 28 years old, the GM for the Maryland Colts. So, a Georgetown grad and stuff, a grad school business. So, the NFL laboratory thing, bright young man. When you say Dr. Freeman,
Yes. Very impressive. And I cannot say enough about him, but really all the general managers that you have put together, Dr. Myles, Lamar, excellent organizer. I had the privilege of sitting in on a few minutes of his meeting and very proud of how organized it was. But most of all, the enthusiasm in the room was incredible. That was impressive, Lamar, and you really should be proud of what you're putting together. And I won't, I won't take it personal, and I don't want you to take it personal when we put that whooping on y'all. All right,
also,
you too, Dr. Miles.
well, you gotta do your history check. You gotta do your history check before you say that. You ain't
Yeah.
never noticed when I'm talking and you see all those trophies?
Well, I
Those are
I
football
understand.
trophies.
I understand.
but y'all better watch Scully down there with the Patriots down in Tennessee.
Yeah,
He's
he's got some
fighting.
impressive people
Yeah,
too,
he got
but
some
he
people, them old big old guys. You
it's
know,
all good. Knoxville can get whooped too. All of them gonna get a whooping. We're not taking no prisoners.
absolutely.
Everybody
Maybe
got to go.
I think it's gonna be interesting.
It's all in love. I love all you guys. I've really have enjoyed working with all the GMs and Dr. Myles. And I think the biggest thing is that we're a big family for the
Absolutely.
same goals. When we get in between those lines, yeah, we're going to take care of business. But other than that, the minor football league is the laboratory of change. We're going to change communities all over this nation and now in Africa. So I
Yeah,
think this is just a great, great. You can't. I just don't think people really understand how great the minor football league is until they experience it. But they really going to experience it coming up soon because Dr. Myles has put together a great group of general managers and leaders of men and women because Lisa's doing a great job with the dance teams
yeah,
as she prepares for their tryouts. And we're just going to be doing a great thing around the country, and that's a beautiful symmetry. And when those big broadcasting agencies start looking for Dr. Myles in the next few weeks, they're going to want to give us a big television contract because this is the laboratory of change, and it's time to broadcast this around the world.
absolutely. And we also, I want to just in Lamar, when you see your division, you was like, let me see, what do you think of your division
Yeah.
now?
You know, I was checking it out. I
That's the
said,
heart of
okay.
football right there. That's tough.
Oh yeah. I
That's
looked
tough.
down. I said, okay, there's Florida. Look over,
Woo,
there's Georgia. Say
woo.
Arkansas. Say,
Well, no, you
ooh.
got Fort Lauderdale
No,
now.
Then,
we
No.
moved them, the
Yeah, you
franchise
don't have
moved to Fort
Arkansas no more.
Lauderdale, so it's
Yeah,
two Florida
oh, so
teams.
it's two in
you got
Florida.
two
It's,
Oh,
Florida
yeah,
teams.
the Arkansas, Arkansas, it's not Arkansas no more. It's the 49ers in Fort Lauderdale.
in
So
Yeah,
Fort Lauderdale. That's
look
even
at,
better.
yeah,
I get
so,
all the Gators up.
yeah, so you look at what you got. You got the rivals in North Carolina. Then you got the U, and then you got the two Florida teams, and then you got Georgia. So you got to come out that division.
that's a strong
Yeah.
division.
Yeah,
That's
That's
the
a strong.
that, and then the Southwest is the belly of the beast in talent
yeah,
wise. That you got those two teams in Texas,
yeah.
three teams in Texas now.
Three in Texas,
Yeah, three in Texas,
Oklahoma, yeah,
o- Oklahoma,
right, and then
and
New
Louisiana.
Orleans, yeah. So that's
Well,
what,
you know, Clemson is in South Carolina.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey,
Hey,
I recognize what I'm up against, but
that,
it is what it is.
but we stand alone in the Mid Atlantic division. So
That's right.
we put it tight up here with Dr. Freeman up there in Rochester, and then you got the Raiders in New Jersey. Then you got the Saints in Philadelphia. When you move down, you got Washington and you got Maryland. So when you look at it, it's really good divisions, all of them.
Excellent divisions.
Yeah,
Excellent football. It's
We
going to
send
be some
you all
great, great times.
we send you all three, right, Lamar?
sir.
We send you all three divisions, right?
Right.
Yeah, so you make sure you put them up on your make so everybody can see what your guys and coaches say about their schedule, man.
I think I'm gonna want to go to Philly and get me some cheesesteak.
Uh,
Yeah, Philly, we
uh,
might have
Hey,
to come get some cheesesteaks.
all right.
but up there, I have to tell you, we were going up there the year before last. Um, but up in New Jersey, the Raiders, Lou Johnson, I don't know if you had an opportunity to talk to him. Nice young man. He's been doing a great job up there. And always called me, tell me he's getting ready to sign. I said, wait a minute, man. This is an open combine. Now, let me call Dr. Freeman. Don't be signing nobody right now, because I just do you sign 20 players. You have three combines, and you sign 20 players out of each combine. So we try to load up now. He wants, I'm just excited, Dr. Miles. I know y'all. I'm watching all y'all. Because these young men is excited. I talked to so many of them. Lamar, and man, if you see all the guys that registered, man, whew, it's going to be, you're going to have some, got a lot of kids calling from down there registering. And what I like about it,
Yeah.
Mark, the first thing they do, we call everybody back that registered. That impressed them anyway. And wow, we expect everybody to call us back. We let them know that we got the registration. We will send you an email and we'll call you, let you know when it,
Nothing, coach. Oh
you
yeah,
know,
we're gonna beat them.
so,
Guys ready.
you know, we just decided to Dr. Freeman.
I like it
Yes,
though.
sir. Well, we're excited, and a lot of people have inquired about registration. When the combines are, that's almost every single day.
Mhm.
We're up to
I think they
1,600
understand.
likes on the page.
Mhm.
And, we're trying to do the right
Yeah.
thing. I think it's going to be a great time
They every time
picking
we
this team and the 3 combines.
yeah
I'm really looking
every time we
forward to
get in
that.
base we don't beat
Seeing
them.
young men getting ready to play.
Absolutely.
Right.
We're excited about the fact that these guys are ready and looking forward to these combines. And I tell everybody, it's going to be all right. But we don't say when, God say when. But I'm looking forward to 2021 season because it's going to happen. But it's just a matter of guys. We want guys to be safe. We want to be safe with these guys, and we want to treat these guys like the professional players they are, and all of them gonna get opportunity. So I'm excited, and I look at the divisions and everybody called, we put them up, and everybody like, oh. And I asked one of the guys, I ain't gonna say where he's from, and we were saying, where you calling from? What part of the country you calling from? About, he said the United States. And then it was so
I tell
funny.
you what, my they always ask, well, can I register? No, go on. MFL is here. You go check it out for yourself.
Mhm.
Once you check it out, they got a player registration. It don't cost you anything to register,
Right. Don't cost
and
nothing.
so
Yeah,
but
guys, serious.
so they'll get the excitement that I got.
Right. And everybody, I have to admit, uh, people always say, well, if they look at the website, they say, I ain't never seen nothing like this before in my life. What is this new? I didn't know about this. I'm just so mad that I didn't know about it. That's the excitement that I like to hear because these young men understand, like you said, Dr. Freeman, there is another alternative. There's another
Yes.
professional league here that give them an opportunity to play, to give them opportunity to work on their skills. That's what we are, the laboratory trained. We are developmental league, so we can develop these guys, man. And a lot of these guys are a few steps away from being there. They have to tune up on some things. And I think man, they begin to realize that.
Mm.
Yeah,
Really think they
and that's
they
the beauty
understand.
of it.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it, the opportunity to get out there. And the great thing about it, they don't have to travel around the country. They're home. You know what I mean? Mom and
Absolutely.
to college and everything. You see them from high school to college and now they're playing in the MFL. How great is that, man? How great is that for these young men?
Can't ask no
Dr.
more.
No, and I don't think people realize, everybody that's a former ball player knows what happens when that athletic career comes to an end. It just seems like your bottom drops out. It's like, wow, I'm done.
Mhm.
And the MFL gives these young men a realistic opportunity to refocus themselves, another opportunity to put together a body of work, but also while they're putting together that body of work, they're being trained at the other part of the game, the business part of the game that is so important that they're not getting at the collegiate level or they're ever going to get from any other league. This is a league that shows you the business part of the game. And that is very key to them moving on with their lives. So I think people need to understand how important that is for young athletes. But then the fact that the league is dedicated for the economic development of the city in which it is located in. So that is key. I think the MFL is the laboratory of change, and people just need to get used to it because it's here to stay.
Well, we've been around a long time, but the great thing about it, Lamar, you got them teams in your division rolling in from Florida and all that, be rolling in. You know what I mean? You get an opportunity to come in.
I have pins for all divisions.
Absolutely.
All divisions. I'll
know.
be sending out pins so y'all know that the Rochester Chargers of the minor football league is written in stone, is coming for one of y'all sooner or later. Pins.
I tell you what, Pat. What is it, June 5th?
June
I
5th
might
is
have to.
opening day.
I
That's
might.
everybody's. No, you got a game.
Yeah, we'll be
Scroll
sending
it.
the schedule out shortly tomorrow. They still the
Okay.
staff on that. You'll have the schedule a little bit. We just kind of quickly held it back. You know what I mean? Because once they see the schedule, they're gonna really start. You know, so we try to.
Yeah, they're gonna go crazy.
Because they're gonna go crazy. But the schedule's being done as we speak, and it'll probably be ready, by the middle of next week. And we're gonna put that out, and we're gonna hold it. More importantly,
Wow, that's gonna really make a difference.
Right, and see, that's what we're gonna do. And Mr. Lamar, he got his. I know his girls down there. They're gonna look at what y'all wearing, huh? When you show it to them, what you say, sir? No, huh?
Hey, Pat, Mr. Myles, I tell you what, it's gonna be real exciting. Real exciting.
It is. And
I tell you what, you better get ready to go fast.
Be ready. I've got pins, I've got jerseys, all of these things for you guys. No, I can't wait. This is just been the most fun that I've had. And you can call me at 10, 11 o'clock at night, and I'm working on the MFL. And sometimes Dr. Myles and I talk after 11. He's like, sorry to disturb. I'm like, no, you ain't disturbing me. I'm doing MFL.
Matter
This
of
is
fact,
what I do. This is what I'm committed.
I got guys send me videos all the time, so I'm up studying. I'm writing down. I know who's everybody.
But they send them to the league. I just don't because I realize y'all do have other jobs too. But these young men are serious. And these young men understand that this ain't no little sandlot league. They understand that, man. They can see that, man. They're impressed with this. And we're going to really, as Dr. Freeman say, for the economic development of your community. You're talking about, jobs, money, because, hotels, we got to pay for them hotels. So that's bringing business in. People coming there. So, people are going to be bringing their people there now.
Right. So, and that's absolutely right.
And when they realize how cheap the tickets are, them tickets are going to be gone.
Gone.
And once they're gone, only people we're going to allow in is the people that they bring with the other team. That's it. It won't be no tickets sold. Just that, and that's the great thing about it. I want everybody to, people that experience MFL, and I'm excited about that. I'm telling you, I was down there. I'm going to send you the pictures. You missed me. Was down that way. A couple of people saw me at the airport, and they ran up on me, scared me to death. I told them, they said, MFL, right? I said, yeah. They said, which one are you? You talking now about the Wilson? I said, I'm Myles. They said, let's take a picture with you. I think that's you. Remember, Doc, I said
it. Yeah, you did. Yeah. Yes, sir.
My date and her husband. I'm going to send it to you, Mark. It was so funny. They said, which one are you? The MFL. I'm Dr. Myles. They said, oh, I think it's so great. And we was down there, man, and didn't get a chance to see you, but that's before all this COVID thing came in.
Yeah.
We're all glad that we had and Dr. Freeman was up here just before it really kicked in hard, huh?
That's right. It was right before, about a week or two before it kicked in. We had a great session there on DC radio. It was really a good time. I spent about 10, 12 hours listening. Well, really, basically meeting with Dr. Myles about the league and learning about the league. And I thought it was a great time. I look forward to coming back to Washington to whoop the Chiefs and whoop the Maryland coach too. So we just gonna do a lot of whooping up and down what is that, the I-95 corridor. I'm just gonna whoop everybody in the way. Yeah, just whoop them all. Start with the Chiefs, Saints, Raiders, Colts, then playoffs, Outlaws, whoever. It's gonna happen.
You hear that? And the great thing about it,
You'll definitely see the Outlaws.
All right, I'm looking forward to you.
And we understand, because of the fact that we have the 10-game schedule, we will take division winners and we will take the wild card teams. The next best record in the division will also go in the playoffs. So,
I'm looking forward to it.
You know what I mean?
I'm looking good in the playoffs, so
I'm looking forward.
I think this is going to be the hardest division, though, because the guy in North Carolina, he knows his stuff too. Yeah, he plays. So I hope he's a good coach. I know he can play.
You hear that?
I worry about no one. I have the greatest coach I've ever met. He's a builder of men. He's a great person. Great coach. I've got motivator, a builder of men. I am just tremendously impressed. I only interviewed one person, and he was the one. And I waited 2 weeks until he told me yes. And I told him, I said, I didn't interview nobody else. I said, I'm not looking for not just a football coach. That's not what the MFL is about. MFL is about building communities and character. And winning football games is important too, but he had all of those characteristics. And I talked about him to Dr. Myles. And once we formally committed to each other, I had him talk to Dr. Myles. And Dr. Myles, you can say, I know you were impressed by him. So he's one of those, he's a good man. And he fits into that and understands what happens to athletes when that dream is crushed, because he had a significant quadricep injury, and he was an All-American at Temple, and that injury probably ended his career. So he understands what it means during that critical period not to find enough room in these other levels, other leagues at a higher level of competition. So
yeah, I have to admit, he's a nice young man, very knowledgeable, and then more importantly, he's about community.
Yes, sir.
These are the types of people that we want. And I know who you grabbed at your home, Lamar. You got at your home. You can tell us.
I got something up my sleeve. I got a guy. He played for the Jets. Played for Georgia. He's here. He coaches with me. He wanna coach. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
What do you think about the league when we looked at everything?
He liked the league and he's trying to get more involved. He just came out of playing, so he kind of still in between playing and coaching right now.
Right.
So
I know when he saw this, his eyes got to look big, didn't it?
There you go. Field to the front office. Field to the front office.
And that's the deal.
Absolutely. And that's the great thing about it. The NFL is about the towards change, and we want to bring former players from the field to the front office. And more importantly, we want to get an opportunity like yourself. And here, coach, there's no glass ceiling here in the NFL. You can go as far as you want, and that's what we need. We got to understand that, the NFL is 79% African American. We have no owners or nothing. Here is different. We even have women owners. So I would say that speaks with, for itself and what the NFL is doing.
Absolutely, the MFL is really about to hit the stratosphere, because the African expansion really opens up a continent that is a untapped real resource. It is totally self-sufficient. 1 billion people will have their own league and will be fitting into the MFL model. And I believe it's the 21st century model for success. And it's going to make the MFL a world power in sports. And most people don't realize we have a study in the MFL, Lamar, that says that 70% of the available sponsorship is never tapped into. So you're talking about the MFL hitting that next stratosphere. Believe it, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. This is a great thing. The African expansion, what Dr. Richard D. Myles Sr. and the executive board have put together, is a game changer. Absolute game changer.
And you know, Lamar, that draft choice, the #1 kids came out of college. Look at the list of them kids' last name. A lot of them kids from Africa. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Did you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I see a lot of them taking the HBCUs now. It's a lot of stuff happening out here. It's coming from Africa. A lot of people not paying attention, but we are. We are.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I got something interesting you're gonna like.
Yeah.
Well, have you had a lot of people, Lamar, from Clemson and University of South Carolina State? Because you're in a real
um,
hotbed of football.
well, what I'm getting is a lot of the like young men before they go to college, after they left college, still pursuing their dreams, still want to play. I'm 5 minutes away from South Carolina, and I'm about an hour away from State and 2 hours away from Clemson. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
right slap dead in the middle of
Yes,
everybody.
sir. That's good.
So
Oh
you
man.
got the Citadel hour and a half away. So I mean, um, Myrtle Beach about 2.5 hours away. So then with the little league, we travel all around and get to speak to a lot of those guys and do college tours. And I'm getting a chance to put the MFL out there. I got a pocket full of cars, and I'm getting people from everywhere. Greenville, some of the places I never heard of down here. So it's really becoming something, and the calls are really getting heavy. And so
That's
what I'm
good.
trying to do now, I send them straight to the page. And then I got a recruit coordinator now. You talk to him, he young, he like to talk.
That's
And
the
he done
great.
went on there and he done learned about the MFL and on his
Mhm.
own, and now he can talk about the MFL and he done looked up everything. So he's doing a very great job. I have to give it to him, Robert Humphrey. So
Great.
yeah, he's doing a great job.
Tell him we appreciate his work because you're going to get all those college kids going to be contacting you. You know what I mean? They're going to
Right.
show. We got so many guys registering right now. Those guys going to show up in them combines, and they're going to come.
Oh yeah.
You have the opportunity to pick all the best players you can. And matter of fact, you ain't gonna be able to pick all of them. But
Right.
the great thing we got going, that it will be a 60-man roster. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's the great thing about it because we do play at a time when it's summertime, so we got family reunions and stuff. But it won't hurt us because we do have enough players, and more importantly, it keeps us competitive in terms of guys have to perform in practice. You know what I mean? We don't want nobody to get nicked up and have to play. If you get nicked, and set them to the side. You know what I mean? So we don't want something big to turn into something small, turn into something big. You know what I mean? So these are the type of things that we're doing because you signed to play. If 60 men there, should be 60 rings. Not counting your coaching staff. You know what I mean? That the Chiefs looking forward to getting into it.
Oh no. Dr.
I
Myles,
love bling. I gotta have it.
that's some bling bling there, Dr. Myles. You
Hey,
got
hey,
to share the bling.
hey,
You
now
have to share the bling.
Lamar, you seen all them rings on the website now. You seen all of them,
Yeah,
man.
I
You
seen
know,
them.
Well, you've got to share the rings. The
Pat, I have
rings.
it.
I don't have anything.
and then,
You're going to share the rings.
hey, man, that's what the league for. We have to make them, and that's the great competitive thing about it. But each division will get when you win your division, you'll get a trophy for that being that division champ as well. You know what I mean? All the divisions,
Yes, sir.
you're the division champ. Then you go to then you go into the big playoffs thing. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely. It's the beauty of the
I'm
MFL.
ready for it.
Absolutely.
that World Bowl will be even beautiful. You know.
Oh, yes, indeed.
And Dr. Freeman saying all that because more than likely, and also Lamar, I don't know if we did tell you that the World Bowl will be the All-Star game will be played up in Rochester. We let everybody know about that earlier, Dr. Freeman. So, we're excited about that and having those things up there,
Absolutely. And I think the city of Rochester has really opened its arms to the minor football league. And we're going to make we're going to make history up there. And I think people are really going to gravitate to the greatness of the minor football league in Rochester as we begin our inaugural season in 2021 against the world champion Washington Chiefs and make them share the bling. So tell your son, this is a game about sharing the bling. See, there's no rings here, and we have to add a ring there. You have to share, and the only way we're going to do it is take on the beasts of the East.
Absolutely, and the great thing about it is the fact that your program, we know your program is going to be top notch, and as well as the rest of the guys and everybody. You're more bolder than most of them. Everybody else sitting back and just talking quietly, Dr. Freeman. But then again, we understand we're excited. They're excited. These are the types of things we're doing. And I can't say enough about the great job that you're doing up there in Rochester, New York.
Thank you.
Those Chargers and everybody talking about them. You got too many fans down here talking about you. You know what I mean? So,
well, we're just trying to follow the roadmap. We're following the roadmap that you've laid out. And if you follow that roadmap, we've got some great general managers. You got Chuck Barlow, Paul Knight, Thurston Hall. We've got some really great young people. Harvey Watts. You just had Lamar on. We've got some bright young men. Sean Wilson, Brother Wilson in New Jersey, and then also in Philadelphia. We've got some great young people that you have brought on with the MFL, and you should be congratulated. We also have a new owner with the Fort Lauderdale 49ers, Dr. Diane Eubanks. She is just a beautiful person. We're alumnus of Godzoo. She's the chancellor of that great university, and I think she's going to do a great job down in Fort Lauderdale with the Fort Lauderdale 49ers of the MFL. So I'm looking forward to seeing the schedule and seeing where I'm going to visit, because we're going to have a great time.
Who's visiting you first? So you got to laugh at that, but we're definitely excited about the MFL. And like I say, all of the GMs are doing such a great job, and with all the different franchises. How can they get in contact with you, Dr. Freeman?
Well, the best way to contact me is at our website, Rochester Chargers MFL.com, where there is a link that will take you right to the MFL is Here website. You just hit the button. If you want to visit with Dr. Myles and the rest of the league, hit another button, you can come back to me. But that's the best way to get in contact with me is at our website at Rochester Chargers MFL.com. And you will see a dedication page to Dr. Richard D. Myles Sr. for being the CEO and founder of the MFL. And we're very proud of you, sir, and the opportunity that you have given to all of us.
And I want to thank you for the great work that you're doing there and all the GMs in the MFL. And we're excited about it. And I also want to say to everybody, please don't forget to vote. It's very important. And please wear your face masks because it's very important.
Gotta wear it.
I want to say thank you again for being on, Dr. Freeman. And as you know, this has been another edition of Inside the MFL. We look forward to seeing y'all. You can reach us on our website. It's MFLishere.com, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We're on all those different. We also come on Saturday morning on Inside the MFL and DC Radio. So we're excited, and we look forward to seeing y'all next Wednesday and next Friday, and also Saturday morning, 11 o'clock. Thank you for joining us.